ticket prices, man. I've been looking through the comments as well, and it looks like the fans aren't happy with it. I can see
Shouldn't he have to fight AJ first?
Is it a case of you've got a cartel, Baz?
Where does the average fan go now to watch live boxing? Because
illegal streaming.
Ridiculous now.
Illegal streaming, isn't it?
And he wasn't convincing in these last fights.
It's going to make Daniel DUBOIS more dangerous in the fight now that he's actually got the belt. And I think the right people have put pressure in the right spots.
There's a bit of talk online that the ticket prices for Wembley are too expensive. What's your response to a fan that maybe feels that it is overpriced?
I mean, it's an event of a lifetime. You know, obviously it's a Riyadh-season event, and you know they'll take care of the pricing. But you've got to look at the undercard and the money that's being spent on it. Liam Gallagher's performing. Got 2 Brits fighting for the world title. You've got like just the best undercard I've seen. You know, I haven't got a confirmation from His Excellency, and you know, I spoke to George Warren earlier. I believe it's around 70,000 gone already. Obviously, the whole lot's going to go, and yeah, incredible night.
Ever dreamt of watching AJ fight live? Think again. In this video, we dive into the insane ticket prices for an upcoming heavyweight bout and why the average fan is being priced out of the ring. Stay tuned to find out how this sport is becoming an exclusive playground for the wealthy, son. Oof. Before we get into that, the bigger question is, why are you wearing a Koala t-shirt?
It's not like any koala. It's like a robot koala, isn't it?
Robot koala.
Yeah, koalas are tough, mate. Have you ever seen a koala fight over some eucalyptus leaves? You know, and they're like, I swear they're like poisonous to every other animal apart from the koala. So the koala, although it may look docile, is actually quite a dangerous animal.
Yeah, you're not having anyone on with this.
And that's why it's on Bloodlust Boxing.
Yeah, I'm not buying that. I'm not buying it. Anyway, let's get into it. Talk to me, Sav. What's going on? What is going on with this?
Well, we got the announcement, didn't we? So we got the fight card announced, and as I said, it's stacked.
Is it stacked?
Ooh, controversial. What are you saying? You don't like the fight cards?
You know, there's been better ones.
Hang on, let me get up. We've got Joshua Waxy versus Willie Hutchinson.
All right, I'll allow you that one. It's quite a spicy one.
Yeah, and that it feels like there's a little bit of beef there. I mean, it isn't the fight we wanted for Joshua Buatsi. Obviously, we wanted the Anthony Yard fight, but that's still ongoing issues there by the looks of it. But yeah, it feels like there's a little bit of beef there. And I think Joshua Buatsi wants to get revenge for Spider. And then,
some words said in that one.
And Liam Smith versus Josh Kelly. That's a good fight. Josh Kelly, we were talking about him last week.
Funny enough, yeah. We summoned him to the ring.
It's like before you know, we knew what was going on with the card, we mentioned his name, and there we go. By Liam Smith. I mean, so
again, we're the matchmakers, stuff. Like,
it'll be interesting to see where Liam Smith is.
Yeah,
it's been a while since we've seen him.
He wasn't convincing in these last fights. I don't know if he wasn't ready for it. I don't know whether he's.
There was an injury. They said there was an injury, I think. But then, you know, we don't want to take anything away from Chris Eubank Jr. because he worked hard for that fight and he got the win. So look, let's get back to it. Really,
go
on. The ticket prices. So as you said, it looks like it's a stacked card. I think it's a stacked card. You're not convinced on it, and we are over the coming weeks. We'll go into each fight individually. We won't be Baz. We'll pick a couple at random.
We'll do a little breakdown,
and then we'll talk about them in a bit more detail and who we think was going to win. Hopefully, we don't lose any fights between now and then. I'm not putting the bad luck and bad vibes out there.
That's it.
But the ticket prices, man, I've been looking through the comments as well, and it looks like the fans aren't happy with it as well.
I don't know about you, Sav. I checked straight away as they were released, and I was just locked out of any of the cheap ones, which there wasn't many.
Well, you say cheap ones, yeah. I mean, look, you go up to the top stand where the pigeons
way
sit.
Back.
It's I think it's like section.
You might as well watch it on TV.
Section 500, like stand 500 or whatever. The fight's at Wembley. For those of you who don't know, it's the 21st of September. But in Wembley, you got basically it's like an oval shape, and it sort of comes in. I look like one of those flight attendants, and I say, "You got your." But yeah, on the outer ring, like way up high for the US fans, it's a soccer stadium, or for the UK, Wembley is obviously a football stadium. On the outer rim, the cheapest ticket I could find, and there weren't many, was £100. So that's the cheapest.
Not really average fan can afford that, can they, really?
No. I'll be interested to know the fans' views. What is the view from that height when you're watching a boxing fight? Because are you just watching a screen, and obviously you're there for the atmosphere
this
as
is
well?
This is it.
There's going to be music.
What is the reasons for these prices, Sub? Why are they so expensive? Realistically, you're saying the fight card, the whole card's probably really good, and I'm not really that convinced. I feel like other fights have had better undercards, and
Really?
yeah.
Don't forget you got AJ fighting Dubois in this fight as well. So
yeah, but
on this card as well.
It's too much. It's too much. I mean, how is the average Joe meant to afford a ticket for this fight?
Yeah, and that's the problem. And again, that's why we're here. And as I said, I looked through the tickets going all the way in. I mean, the next level down is like £137 was the cheapest, and that was like the odd seat there. But then you're looking more like £284. So you think you're all the way up there, and then the slightly next level down is like £284 for a ticket.
Mad. That's mad.
Just like and then it doesn't stop there. Obviously, you've got to factor in that you're going to be buying drinks, food, travel. Some people might be staying over the night. I mean, all in all, you're looking about what, 400 quid?
And this was meant to be one of the fights for the fans, because the whole point it was brought back to Wembley was because it was meant to be so everyone could watch him. Well, it seems like everyone's just going to be watching him on the TV anyway.
Yeah, well, it's exactly. It probably would have been cheaper actually to fly to Saudi Arabia and watch AJ over there, because
probably would have been.
I heard the ticket prices were fairly decent priced over there. So
that's it. You buy a cheap little one way.
Yeah, you might actually get some sunshine over there as well. So so yeah, it's not really doing the fans a favor with those kind of costs. I get it. The fighters have got to get paid. Everyone's got a piece of the pie, and up till now, the fights have been largely subsidized by the Saudis. But if this is a way of trying to level it off, it's not great. In terms of what's been sold, at time of recording, they said about 40,000 tickets, 50,000 tickets. But this is the other thing as well. How much of that is going to resellers?
This is it.
And then it's going to be
most of the lower end tickets straight away get bought up by Ticketmaster and these companies, and even the fact that even random people who just want to sell them on again for increased fees. So
yeah, I mean already on Ticketmaster, one of the seating areas closest to the ring, not in the VIP area, you're looking at about almost $3,000.
Oh, that's
for
crazy.
A ticket.
That's crazy. Let's give the audience a little bit of context about how much general ticket prices have been for recent boxing fights. Me and you, we went and watched a boxer card recently.
Yeah.
And how much we were fairly close to the ring. We weren't far away, and it was what? How much was that per ticket?
I mean, it's still a bit pricey, but it's about 180. But we were sort of next to the ring.
We were next to the ring.
We're next to the entrance, in the thick of it, and to get you're basically paying that amount of money for one of the outer rings at Wembley. And look, you got Catchell versus Prograis in August, and I'm looking at the ticket prices here, and it's 40, 60, £100, £200, £350. So I know that the undercard probably obviously isn't going to be as stacked, and the hunger might not be there for that fight, but it's still a good fight. At the end of the day, you're going to see two guys getting in the ring,
it's all about the atmosphere, the night itself, isn't it?
That'll be packed out. It'll be a good atmosphere. So yeah, it's I don't know, man. It's just a lot of money, isn't it?
Where does the average fan go now to watch live boxing? Because
illegal streaming,
ridiculous now.
Illegal streaming, isn't it?
And that's exactly where they're pushing people, because if you can't get in there, it's the same with football now. I mean, when was the last time you went to go watch Arsenal?
It's been a while. Yeah,
this is it, because
it's expensive.
The season ticket is ridiculous, and just to try and get a ticket for a normal match is ridiculous. I mean,
so is this? I mean, we were talking about the Saudi influence and taking over all the promoters, and how competition is actually a good thing when it's managed properly. But if we're heading down this route of one promoter almost, or one belt, then is it a case of you've got a cartel, Baz? Or like
they're gonna hold the monopoly. So
a monopoly. That's the word I was looking for. So it's gonna be a monopoly. So is it
they're gonna own Pall Mall?
If you don't like it, get stuff.
Trafalgar Square. They got everything.
Yeah, they got that. Yeah. But then I guess what will happen is the fans that are priced out will stop going, and then they'll have to reduce the prices to meet the demand. So, or is it just going to be a case of boxing's there for the rich? This
is where it looks like it's going.
It's like living in London, basically.
This is it. This is it.
Yeah, only for the rich.
Yeah.
Look, there's got to be balance, isn't there? I've been reading the comments on the posts, and people aren't happy with the ticket prices. So it's not just us. It's the fans. And if you have got your ticket, then congratulations to you. But at what cost? Yeah.
I'm remortgaging the house.
Yeah.
Oh, also, Sav, how do you feel about Daniel Dubois being named as champion for the IBF?
For those who don't know, Usyk has had to relinquish the IBF belt because he can't defend it because he's got the rematch with Tyson Fury.
Which will no longer be for an undisputed.
Yeah, I don't really care about that, to be honest, because we know who the best heavyweight in the world is at the moment. So the belts is just like a formality now. But for Daniel Dubois to get it without beating Usyk, yeah, it's not the best. I can see
shouldn't he have to fight AJ first?
I think it would have made more sense if they put it up for grabs for the winner of the two.
Yeah, how can you just name a fighter as the next champion?
Yeah, and it's one of those as well, because it's interesting to know if Hrgović knew that the winner would have got the belt, because that wasn't clear before.
That's a good point.
But the fight happened, and was it one of those? Okay, Daniel Dubois won the belt, and Frank Warren's pulled some strings, and so the belt's gone straight to Daniel Dubois, or would it have been a case of if Hrgović won, then it would have been that was for the eliminator, and then the winner out of AJ and Hrgović gets the belt. That's what I think would have happened. So that's on that side, it's a bit sneaky. But
do you reckon the money's touched the right hands? Is that what you're saying, Tom?
No, I think the right people will put pressure in the right spots, and I don't think Hrgović has had that back in from the beginning, or proper back in anyway. But I think it's going to make Daniel Dubois more dangerous in the fight now that he's actually got the belt. I think it would have been difficult, the fact that having to win it. I think the fact that he's got it now, he's got a bit more confidence, and it's something
he's got more to lose now. That's it.
Exactly, more to lose. So I don't think he'll want to lose that belt easily. Whereas if it was something he was fighting for, which he hadn't yet got, it might have made him a bit softer. But then you can argue on the flip side as well. Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't think he should have been made as the champion. I think they should have had to fight for it. So I'm a little bit disappointed with that. As much as I like Daniel Dubois.
Did you see the face-off with him and AJ?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was a bit intense.
Yeah.
And did you see what was said in the interview as well? Like when they were sitting down.
AJ got. He basically tried to do what he did
to roadman on them again.
To Dominic Brazil, didn't he? And it didn't quite work. I like the fact that Daniel Dubois stood his ground. Again, it makes for a dangerous fight.
Don't disrespect me, Like, I will throw this chair at you now, bro.
I like that AJ's got that spite in himself.
Yeah,
and he's up for the fight. I think
it looks like the hunger's there. The hunger's back.
Yeah, he fights better when he's got that in him.
Yeah,
I like that. And I like that Daniel Dubois didn't back down as well. So it's gonna be a great fight. So as much as we've been whining about the ticket prices and everything, it's gonna be a great fight whilst it lasts. But you'll probably see it better on the TV. It won't cost your arm and a leg as well to watch it. But yeah, Baz, I think that's everything.